I am hit with a blaze. Not any blaze. It is an off the top rope special blaze Saturday night with your boy Ty Asbury. This lady, she wrestles, fitness, TV, mom, she does it all. And that is multi-talented. Joining your boy Ty Asbury on this blazing episode of Off the Top Rope Saturday, the one, the only, Paola Blaze joins your boy Ty Asbury to talk about everything that's going on with her in wrestling. I'm going to say it again. This episode is getting hit with a blaze. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to watch the best wrestling podcast around with some sizzle, it is Off the Top Rope. Yeah. It's Saturday night, and you know what's going down. I'm your boy Ty Asbury live on this special episode of Off the Top Rope Saturday Night Live here on the CED Sports Podcast Network. And this episode is blazing, it is hot, and as wrestling fans, we all love a talent who is rising up to the occasion, putting some sizzle and blaze into what they're doing in the ring. And I can think of one lady right now, and she is doing it all. Of course, the one, the only 90 Day Fiance, and of course, NWA. She's wrestled ARW. Paola Blaze joins your boy Ty Asbury tonight. Paola, what is up?
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me.
It's an honor to have you on the show, and I got to say, as busy as you are, it's an honor. I mean, how do you pretty much have a life in what you do? I mean, reality TV, wrestler, fitness. How do you keep it all? Like, do you sleep?
I think it not always is easy, but I feel like we have the power to do so much. We just have to organize our time. Not always I have the motivation to keep up. And actually, when I was looking at the clips that you guys did, thank you so much. They show a lot. Yes, like everything I do from TV to wrestling to being a mom to work with clients in my personal training career also. But I feel like I try to get time out of everything because everything I do it with love, with passion. So that's why I feel like I don't get frustrated or like I don't lose my mind that easy. Is because I enjoy absolutely everything that I'm actually doing right now.
And that's a really good point that you brought up, that, you know, you work hard and you just go full stride, because I think your mentality, I'm guessing, is you only live once. So live it up and have fun. I mean, like, we only get one chance at life, man. You're doing it all, what you're doing.
To be honest, this is what people sometimes don't understand me and they judge me so much is that they expecting me to have a maybe just one thing that I focus, maybe just a career or like I don't know, and that's okay. I feel like everybody have the right to choose what works best for each one, and we this is my life, and I feel like I have the right to live it the way I want it as long as I'm not hurting anybody. But we live only once, and so why just do only one thing when you can actually explore so many things? And that's what I do. Like for me, personal training is something that like my clients look at me as someone that I motivate them and I can change their life, the healthy life, to change it to have a better healthy life, right? But I do it for them. Wrestling is something that I do for me because it makes me feel that I can do anything in the ring. It's different, you know, because in one I'm helping others, but in other one it's like it's me that is making me like excited and happy doing this. So that's why like when I do different things, it's like I don't know. I feel like if you want it, why not? If you want to do it, just go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you brought up a good point that people, you know, we're all on social media. Who isn't? And people always have something to say. If it's just this is being serious on the show here. People just always have something to say about people, and it's just like, can't we all just get along and be proud of people fulfilling their dreams? It don't no matter what it is, but people always just got something to say, and it's just the world we live in, Paola. I don't know.
I feel like sometimes it's because they would like to be doing something else or being able to do what other person is doing, but they don't have the guts to actually go for it. Like they don't have the driven or the like, okay, I'm gonna do it no matter what. I don't care what's gonna happen, but like because life is about taking risk and taking opportunities, and that's like since I got to the United States and you guys, you told me you guys, the show that I'm coming from, and you guys know all my progress coming in here 7 years ago. I landed on a show, and I show my whole life, and people feel like it because I show my life, they have the right to actually like tell me and dictate what I need to do. And of course, yes, I open the doors for them to have an opinion, but at the same time, it one having an opinion is one thing, but we gotta learn to respect people's decisions. And instead of using that negative energy towards someone because they made decision that for them were right, you say for some, there are actually bad people out there, like really bad people out there. So they should use that energy to actually to I don't know, to help other causes, to do something, like not just to someone to just living their life like I'm doing. I'm just living.
Yeah, and one thing you're doing too, wrestling and also being really super into fitness and helping people reach their goals just to feel better about themselves. You're really being, a female wrestler. You're really opening the door for young women who look up to you and saying, "Damn, I want to be like Paolo one day." So you just like all the other ladies in wrestling. You guys are really opening the doors heading into the future for women in wrestling, because not like just, well, men can do it. You ladies are doing it too.
I feel like I want people to look at me and like I don't know, certain people have a mentality, they like it's too late, I cannot do this, and like I have changed my mind of the things that I want to do a couple of times, and for the first time I feel like I found something that I feel so much passion about. And I want like not just little girls but also like people my age to say like they really want something, go for it. Don't let people out there telling you what to do. Just if you feel passion doing something, just go for it. And that's why I want people to see me. Like I came out of nothing. I didn't have anything. And I started from zero in this country. And I've been building a life. I've been making a name out of myself out there. And I can see my Latin culture and people from my country and other people telling me like they admire me because I have the courage and I give them courage to do what they really want to do in life.
Well, God bless you for doing that. And also, you're also a big influence on people who also, maybe can't get into the U.S. And you're really, setting the bar high and showing them trying to get over here that, hey, I did it, and so can you. And that's really a blessing that you're doing that and really being a motivational factor for other people. So God bless you for doing
Thank
that.
you.
Now, of course, you're being on the show tonight. What do you want your fans to get out of the show tonight? Because we're gonna have a good time on the show. What do you want your fans to get out of the show when it's all said and done tonight?
I feel like not everybody gets to know me completely. They have an idea of who I am because of what they saw on the show. And of course, in wrestling, it's completely different because it's a different side of me. But I feel like when people get to talk to me and ask me questions instead of like judge me and make assumptions, this is a great opportunity to actually be able to show a different side of me. And this is what I want. Yeah, like, oh, this is another side of her. Like she is a human, she has feelings, and she only want like I think that I want the best for everyone, to be honest. And that's how I do it, like by motivating people to do what they want and to fight for it. And so yeah, that's my biggest thing. Like they can see me for who I really am, which is a motivator and someone who is going to work very hard to get what she wants.
Now, the fact that you're a professional wrestler and you're definitely, I say you're really hitting that blaze of a road into wrestling. Has it really hit you yet that you are a wrestler, or it's set in? Are you like, damn, I can't believe this is happening, or it's like already like settled in?
Okay, since I did my NWA debut, and when I was there with all of these famous and icons, legends, I that was like I couldn't believe it. Like, oh my gosh, I know that I'm new. I know that I'm so green. Probably I know the whole history about these women in here. But because I didn't know, I wish I knew this before, I would have done it. Like, but I grew up in a country where wrestling was never a subject. Nobody knew about it. So now that I was there in NWA, and I'm like, wow, this is something that I feel so much passion, that I love it. I'm so glad that I'm part of this, and I want to represent it in the best way. And like when people talk to me about wrestling, they can tell that I really, really want this. It's not just to make a name on the wrestling, like, oh yes, I did wrestling. No, because I really put my, like, I really like this, and I put my 100% to make it work. And I really hope people can see that too.
Well, I can definitely see that. I can see, as time goes on, you're probably gonna have so many titles that you have to have, like, your husband, Russ, everybody, holding belts for you, because you're probably gonna win so many belts. So, but the thing is, I can truly say that you're putting in the work, and things are going to be like shining on the other side of the road. I can tell you're really excited about doing this.
I do like it. To be honest, I cannot wait. Like I'm doing baby steps. I'm respecting and I'm enjoying the process. Um, I don't take every single job out there, because at the end, like, I'm just starting, and I keep training, I keep working hard. But when you want something, and when you actually put effort into it, you're gonna go far. You're gonna make big things, because not only just to want it, you actually gotta put work into it, and make it happen.
Now, as a wrestler, wrestling fans, wrestling podcaster, anything you want to throw out there, we've all pretty much have gained a liking to wrestling somehow, in some way. Now, what was the wrestling bite that got you where you wanted to really say, "Damn, I'm gonna go and do this"?
So I watched this documentary. I think I've been saying this so much, and I feel the same when I was telling the story when I met Russ. But like I was in Colombia watching this documentary, or this movie of Paige fighting with my family.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so she was in the ring, and she was saying that, like, when she gets into the ring, she just forget about the world out there, and she just become this person. Like, it was a really nice speech. And I just feel like I have done so many things, and I feel like it never fulfilled me completely. And I called my manager, and I told her, I want to try this. I want to see. I know, I feel like I can do it. I wish I knew this. And she said, like, okay, let me find you a school. And sure, she did. She found me a school. I had an amazing trainer at the beginning of starting. That was before the everything that went wrong in the world, not to mention it. So and I trained very hard secretly. Nobody knew about it. I trained for a year secretly. It's been all crazy. All the things that I have gone through before I did my debut, and all those things has been like, I haven't told anybody anything, but it has been crazy. I was about to quit wrestling about 3 times for a situation that I was in that I wasn't expecting. Like, I'm used to drama, but this is different. This is a different type of drama. And so, but like, I got into the school. I took my first bump. The coach wasn't expecting that I was going back, and I sure came back, and I was like, I want more. I want more. It's like, this is addicting. Like, I like this.
Well, Paola, we all know that you're not a quitter, and you saying that you thought about quitting, we're all thinking like that. That's not the lady we know. So, you
Oh
said,
yeah, I
yeah,
know. Believe me, it was like I really wanted to quit so many times, and it was very hard things that it happened to me. But yes, like what you said, I'm not a quitter. So I'm like, normally what I do is I use all of this negativity, and I just embrace it, and I just use it as I transform it into energy, and I just go even harder.
now we do have the live experience here on the show, and we have comments coming in, and we have definitely Eric wants to know where could you find your matches? Like on YouTube, do you have like a special YouTube page so people can check out your wrestling? Is there a certain place that people can go to?
Yes. Also, right now, if you go to 5TV, you can watch the matches I did for NWA and ARW. I'm currently the women's champion on ARW. Yay! I have the belt. So I on October 22nd, I have a match in which I'm going to be defending my title. Um, so yes, those 5TV. Normally on 5TV, I've been working for these two companies, and the other ones on YouTube on my channel, but I have like one or two only, because like the other one has been just for the channel. So I try not to, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't do that. So yes, on 5TV.
Now, of course, when it comes to getting into wrestling, it comes to where, well, what's my name going to be, and my persona. Now, like I said, Paola Blaze, I love that because Blaze just like sizzles. It just flows. Now, did that come to you right away, or you had trouble like coming up with a name? Because it can be a pain watching movies, looking in the dictionary. Like, how was it for you trying to come up with your name?
So it wasn't easy, to be honest, because normally they change your name to use something different. But my conflict was like, I can't change my name. People already know me as a Paola. They already know who Paola is, so I can't change that. So I needed to find something that they was matching with that. So my husband gave me some ideas, and one of those was Blaze. And of course, I didn't pay attention at the beginning, normal. So then I was talking with a friend of mine, and then he suggested that he's the owner of Magic City, the company that I did my debut, Lucas. So he suggested that name Blaze too. So I was like, okay, I have Blaze in here. So let's do it. It's fiery. It's like it kind of I like it. It kind of like sounds really good.
Well, definitely has some sizzle to it, and of course, like I said, that's why off the top rope tonight gets hit with some Blaze because you're on the show tonight. Comments are coming in. This is a great show, and again, it's a blessing having you on the show. And I hope you're watching live on all the CEV Sports Podcast Network, social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook. We're all over the place tonight. Now, of course, you being in fitness or wrestling, I'm sure fitness has really helped you with wrestling, or pretty much I'm gonna back up and say, like, is there something with how you work out fitness that has helped you with wrestling where you're like, man, this has really helped me get better in the ring with your fitness background?
So I didn't change much my training because wrestling, when you train for about 3 to 4 hours at the school. So it's a lot of cardio. It requires a lot of strength cardio, and then and my side is like always lifting weights. So what I did was actually mix them. Like I try to work and part of my body that I need the most, my upper body, like make like become stronger, because you gotta be able to lift a person. You gotta be able to use the ropes to jump out. So you need a lot of strength. So it kind of changed it, but in a better way, because I think I became a little bit more uh I don't know, my how do you say, like I have it in Spanish, but like my VO2 max, to say it that way, my VO2 max is actually increased in a better way. So I'm able to hold longer, to last longer in a match, not to get tired too easy, not to be blow up that easy. So that helped. I don't know if you know, but my coach right now is Loki. And so he's my current coach, and the trainings with him is always very intense. It's you we do at the end of each class like live, would you go against to another person without stopping, not thinking. So you go and it's on the heat outside. So it's a lot, it's intense. Like I wouldn't compare like resistance training with wrestling, because you can take breaks while doing resistance training, but what you do in wrestling and training on the ring is like just go back and forth. You do these drills, you do all this stuff, and it's like there is no time to say like, no, you gotta keep up. So I feel like I think it's more intense wrestling than just resistance training.
Well, I'm pretty sure the saying in wrestling, there's definitely no time off, no off season, and you just keep on going. And you said a good thing about like resistant workouts, and I even use resistant band, workouts, and I always think when you work out with resistant bands, lifting your own weight, that can build muscle too. So, but I'm sure not. You got to do way more as being a wrestler, but there's just like there's no time off for you wrestlers.
No, there is not. There is like you gotta keep up. Like we do some crazy things in the ring. Like the drills are very intense. Like it's not time to stop. So I like to run in the morning. So when I'm not doing like wrestling and that day, I like to go outside and run in the morning. So that keeps me up with the physical that you need to actually do this, because running the rope, people say that it's easy, people talk about that it's fake and all those things, but they don't know how much it requires to actually be in the ring and being able to even last 4 minutes, even like 5 minutes, because those 4 or 5 minutes is about you moving, and doing stuff like and they just don't get that is being athletic and being able to last for so long, uh yeah, without interruptions, and also being able to think and being smart, and like there's so much going on in the ring, so that's why certain people really drives me crazy.
Now, of course, there's always a time when you get started and you still get goosebumps. So actually, on the show, I'm going to actually go to a clip and we're going to look at this. I'm sure it definitely brings back memories to you, the first match you ever had. So people who haven't seen it, just run us through like what was the feeling, for your first match.
Like, I'm
Now,
really glad that I got to do my first match with her. She is amazing in the ring, super strong. That woman lift me up like a sack of a potato and throw me out like, oh my gosh, I just flew away. Goodness, that was like, damn, this girl is very strong. And I wasn't doing much. She just actually lift me up. Like, oh, amazing. I really love her, even though we have some things in the ring in there. But like, as a competitor, I admire her.
well, I mean, admire her. I mean, like as we're all fans, I mean, we admire you and her for what you ladies do in the ring. And that move you did, you had her down and like you kind of had her legs folded back. I don't know what the heck that was, but that
That's a
was
submission.
yeah, I was
Amazing submission. Man,
yeah.
like I look at this match and every time that I look at match, I see my progress. Um, I work with Jazz and like I love she was my agent in NWA for one of our matches, and like I go back and look at these matches and I always learn something new, and there's like little corrections that they do to me, and immediately for me it's like okay, and I do better and better. Like I see this clip my first time. I was so nervous, but I'm very proud how that match ended up. Like I'm very proud. I know it wasn't perfect. I know that I needed to work on so many things, but for me, for someone so new, I feel like it went well. And of course, I need to give credit to myself because well,
Now, you of course we all know how successful you are, hard working. I mean, you've worked damn hard to get where you're at. Now, for you, your definition of being successful in wrestling, reality TV, even fitness, like what would your definition of successful be? Your own definition.
my definition is being able to do something that you really like, that you are not stuck on something because you have to, that you are doing something because you want to. And when someone asks me also, like, to be successful, like the same way you ask me, like, it's not about reaching for success and looking for fame. It's about reaching for your personal goals and feel like you need to feel it before anybody else. You don't need to show it to the world. You need to just focus on your personal goals and achieve them. And then that's when you actually going to see the results of all of that effort. It's nothing else. Because if you focus yourself in just, oh, I want to do this because I'm going to get a lot of money or because I'm going to become super famous, dude, I feel like in my personal opinion that's not the way it works, because what about your goals? So focus on yourself first, and then everything is going to come to you.
Now, of course, we all know, of course, you put the Blaze and you've done some work in NWA, of course, ARW. Now, what would how would they describe, Paola Blaze? Like, how would they describe you? They know, I'm sure they know you're badass, but how would they describe you if I went up to them and asked them about you?
I think like fire. They describe me as fire, as a Latina fire. Like I work with both of my Spanish and English in the ring. Like I get that fire when I speak Spanish. Like English, I'm very soft. Like I think too much sometimes. But in Spanish, I can just go and like, man, I will say anything, even if you don't understand me. But my face and my expressions are telling you everything, even if you don't speak Spanish.
Now, is there by any chance, I mean, you don't have to tell us on the show, but maybe later on, but is there a move that you've been like thinking about maybe trying in the match, but you're talking to your coaches and everything, and you're like, I don't know. Like, is there a move that you want to maybe try and do for where the fans are like, holy crap?
Yeah, I do have an amazing submission called the Colombian necktie. And so I have the option to put the person to sleep if he doesn't tap out.
Yeah, I did. That definitely. I'm still like that move we saw in the clip where you just had her leg. I was like, man,
Oh,
like
the other one is hot. Like the other one is more intense. I I have it like really, ready to do it to someone, but I'm waiting who is going to get it.
I gotta say, I'm glad it's not me. Now, of course, Paola, here on the show, we always have a question that stumps you where you really got to think about this. So every guest I've had on, they're like, man. So this segment I'm calling "Damn, That's Blaze-tastic." Now, are you ready for the question?
Yeah.
All right. So the question is: you and Jazz, who you know a lot, study under her. You and her are in a tag match together. Now, you and her are against two opponents that you have to pick. Who would you pick for this match? And it's a certain gimmick match that you specialize in. So, what would be the match that you and Jazz are going to be in against these two people, and who would it be against?
Oh wow, that's a hard one. That's a lot of thinking though. Oh wow, I don't know. Since I did a tag team match with Jazz recently, it was a sporadical, like, but I feel like like the bad girls, like I feel like we have these bad, like bad girls that would look really good. I don't know against who, but I don't know. I really don't know. It threw me off because that's how I feel it. Like I would love to work with her, but I think this time I next time I actually want to work Jazz, but I want to go against her.
Or if it's against Jazz, would it's your own first like match that you created? If it was against Jazz, what would the match be? Your own match? Like what would the like would it be hardcore or light time? Anything you could throw out there.
Well, it will be more like I know Jazz love to like she's really good at punches. So I feel like it will be like a lot of like strikes, a lot of strikes. And for me, I like to kick. So we'll be like your heels, like a really good heels,
Yeah.
and we'll like beat the hell out of the other contestant.
Well, it's nothing better than two heels going at it and wrestling good, heel heat. So I would definitely be front row to check that out with you and Jazz, of course. Now we're getting towards the end of the show, but I want to ask you moving forward if you can definitely complete this sentence. For you, going ahead and wrestling, you want to complete moving forward in wrestling.
Okay, so say it again.
Moving forward ahead in wrestling, you want to complete and just say the rest from there. Like, what do you want to like complete moving ahead in wrestling?
Uh, I would like, I don't know, I want to like complete, like I want to have a lot of belts in
Yeah.
my career.
Well, like you never know. WWE title, AEW. Like I said, hey, you never know because hey, it's the limit in wrestling. And I think what you're doing, we haven't even talked about this, is that you're networking. I mean, Jazz and you're networking with a lot of great people. So that's a big benefit for you too as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a little like, pásame eso for some reason my phone is dying. I use it a lot. I've been working all day. I just finished doing so no, ese no es. So I've been doing so many things today. I'm sorry. I've been a mess today. Like today was moving day too. So it's crazy. Just give me just 1 second and it will be fine. Like working from home. Okay, that's fine. Sí, ya está bien. Listo. Okay, I'm good. Good. What was the question again? I'm
But
here.
yeah, we've been talking about a lot how you've worked with a lot of great people in wrestling, and you're like networking too. I mean, with Jazz and wrestling, it's like once you network, the sky's the limit.
Oh, this is one of the things that I try not to think too much. People are asking me like, "Hey, are we gonna see you in AW or WWA, WWE, or and all these companies?" To be honest, I like to do like baby steps. I know I want to see myself out there, um, but I'm really green right now, and I feel like I want to be able to people appreciate my work. I don't want to be used. You know what I mean? So I don't want to just, oh, because I'm doing this and because this TV star, okay, let's just use this for this. I know that I'm good. For this short time that I have in the ring and the experience I have, I'm very proud of myself. I know that I can have a match. I know that I can fight and get into the ring and give you a show. I know I can do that. Um, I want to see myself. I feel like why no? I want to see myself in all of those companies. I want to make an appearance in all of these companies. I want to show myself out there. Who I want to stay, I don't know. I will stay wherever I feel like I'm being appreciated in value and respected. That's what I want. And I feel like all of these companies are amazing. And if they want me, well, I'm here. But
Yeah.
like, I feel like it is that. It's like, that's what I want to be. I want to be where they appreciate my work and what I can offer to them.
Of course, promotions worldwide watching this episode of Off the Top Rope. They said, this is the lady right here is going to put the blaze in your promotion, of course. Now, we are, of course, winding down for this episode. Now, I have to ask you from 1 to 10, what are the chances of you coming back to party it up here on Off the Top Rope again?
Of course, I will be back. That will be a number 10. I had so much fun talking to you.
Now, we all want to know what's up with you next, defending your title, fitness, TV. I mean, your list is so long. What's up next for you?
Okay, so of course, wrestling. Of course, that's the first thing I'm working on. I'm still working on, and that's not going anywhere. TV, things are working. There are always things on the making. There are things coming. I don't stop. There are good things are coming on the TV side. And the personal training, I'm actually like, because right now I'm just doing one-on-one. I'm actually planning on opening like a virtual gym because I have a lot of clients that want to be able to train with me, and I want to be able to give my time to them too. So I want to open a virtual gym so I can have a lot of people there that I can train them and I can help them. Uh, yeah, that's kind of pretty much what I'm working on.
Well, everybody, I can say that there is one beautiful lady that is doing it all in fitness, wrestling, TV. You got to give this lady a round of applause for what she's doing because she's just only getting started with that
Thank you.
blaze effect. The one, the only, of course, Paola Blaze. Join your boy Ty Asbury here on Off the Top Rope. And one more thing, you do fitness. Do you do like a virtual fitness thing where people can watch and train with you on TV? Like, can they watch you and they just go along, or
Well, right now on my website, they can actually, I have like a one-on-one coaching. I don't have anything live. What I normally do is like I send the videos with the programs, what they need. But the idea is actually to have it like in a way that the people can just log in right away and they can have access to everything. But it's a lot of things happening, so I got a baby steps so I can make everything happen. But of course, perfectly done.
well, ladies and gentlemen, this lady is making baby steps up to being, of course, great. Everything she does. Paola, thank you very much for being on the show. It was an
Thank you
honor
for
to have
having me.
you. I'm your boy Ty Asbury, and this was a blaze of an episode. Have a great night. God bless. We're out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to watch the best wrestling podcast around with some sizzle, it is Off the Top Rope. Yeah.